welcome to another episode of The Art of Minecraft. Today we are spotlighting CoroCraft.
Yes, good old CoroCraft.
Yes, good old CoroCraft. It's a lovely texture pack. So we'll start off over here with the woods.
The logs.
The logs. We have the default, the pine and the birch, and in front of them we got the saplings and the flowers and the wild grass. And some vines growing on the birch.
I'm not sure I care for these vines. They're a little, at least on the birch.
Yeah, on top of the wood it just seems to kind of blend in a little too well.
Yeah, but maybe that's the point. I don't really
Possibly. We got the trapdoor. Has a little panel in it. I know some people do like that. I like mine solid. We got the planks. Solid.
No, I was trying to do the dynamite things.
Oh yeah.
Solid.
That's what I was making fun of that.
Oh.
From Undercover Brother.
Oh, okay. You lost me there.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Well, anyways, we got the note block and the jukebox. They look very similar, except for the record player on top. It's nice, but I would like to see them be a little different.
Especially if you're going to decorate with that cool jukebox.
Yeah. This is the only thing that I've noticed with this one that seems to be an issue, is that the chests seem to kind of spaz out.
Yeah, they bug out a little bit.
Yeah, the hinges seem to not want to pick where they're going to be.
No.
Okay, inside the chest we have our tools, armor, and well, yeah, all our armor and all our tools. I really like how he did the very different armors.
Yes, they're nice that they actually do look different. The diamond and gold don't really look like diamond and gold.
Yeah, they look more like iron, but that's okay. The tools, I like. They're fairly different.
Yeah.
Different.
At least the swords are pretty different, which is neat. The gold sword is a weird sickle thing that you could maim things with it.
But nobody uses gold anyways.
No.
See, we got our forge and our dispenser over here. Look pretty good. Dark, but good.
They're a little standard, except for the dark tone to them.
Yeah. The interface in the forge is really nice.
Yeah, it's got a cool brick thing going on.
The dispenser has an interesting interface, but I don't see how that really relates to dispenser, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
We've got our pistons, both regular and sticky. I don't think there's anything too great about these, but they fit in with the texture pack. They look nice enough.
Yeah, and that sticky piston, just somebody wiped a booger on there.
I think they all are. As I see more of them, I just realize I think that's what they all look like. We got TNT over here.
Oh, wonderful TNT.
Yes, I do like the crate. Like it says TNT. See the TNT on top, though it doesn't. I don't know. It's not quite as detailed as the John Smith packs TNT, but it does its job.
It's not HD either, so.
Yeah, it's not HD either, so.
Oh well.
We got the levers and buttons on some dirt that almost seem to blend into it, but.
Yeah, they do. I think it's just because everything is so dark in this.
Okay, and then here we have the watermelons, pumpkins, and a cobweb. Cobweb seems pretty default, though it does seem to have some extra colors to it. It does stand out a little bit. I think it might have some different coloring in it than the default.
It's got some gray in there somewhere.
I have to say this is my favorite watermelon so far that I've seen in texture packs. It looks like a watermelon. It looks nice.
Looks like a tasty watermelon,
looks like a
too.
tasty watermelon.
Mm.
The pumpkins look. The jack-o'-lantern looks sad. Very sad.
He just saw you naked and he didn't like it.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ow.
Lucky the player versus player isn't on. We got wheat. It's pretty standard wheat, I would think. It looks nice, but nothing too
the
special
different
there.
stages do look different enough that you can tell that's done for the most part.
Okay.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah. Another buggy chest over here with food in it.
Yay!
Now some of this seems a lot like the default texture packs, just maybe with a little bit more coloring to them.
Yeah, a little bit. So I would say, yeah, the buckets seem pretty default, except for a little bit.
Except for
color.
the milk comes in a bottle, and your cocoa beans are in a pouch.
Because you're fancy and you deserve it.
And leather's different. Looks just like a piece of leather, which is pretty cool. And we got our cake right here.
We believe this might be a pie.
Oh, yes. It looks a lot like a pie. So we're thinking that maybe he was going for pie instead of cake.
Yeah.
Maybe when cake versus pie was going on, he was definitely for pie.
Yeah.
Then we got our cactus. There were some of our desert items, the cactus. I don't think reeds are technically desert, but they grow on sand now, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the cactus. I don't think it has a flower on top, but
it does not.
It's pretty decent.
It looks all spiny and.
Don't really care for the reeds. Look more like bamboo, I suppose. Very brown.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got our torches right here. This is one of my only complaints on this texture pack, is that the torches look really odd.
Nah, they don't really blend in with anything when you put them in there.
Yeah, and like I said before, maybe he was going for something and we just aren't getting it. Maybe it's like a candle lantern or something.
Possible. If the fire on top at least kind of throws it off.
Well, I think the fire on top is just something you really can't fix, because I think that's just how torches are.
Yeah.
Then we got our repeater and our regular redstone with some, our redstone torch with some redstone. These torches, I like them, but they do seem to be more, you just see them more in texture packs.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird that the redstone one kind of looks cooler than the actual.
Yeah,
torch.
the redstone torch looks better than the regular torch.
Considering you'll never actually see that redstone torch, probably.
Well, you shouldn't, anyways.
Yeah.
Here's the bed. It's gray.
It's a little drab.
Yeah, a little boring, but I like that there is a pattern on the blanket. That's a nice touch.
It does look pretty cozy.
Yeah. Can't lay in it yet because it's daytime.
I will.
Let's see here. We've got the ladder, glass panes, and regular glass, as well as steel bars. I said before that I thought it looked a little like the default one, but having looked at the default one recently, I realized it looks a lot different.
They still look pretty standard.
Yeah, they look like steel bars, so you can't really fault them.
No.
I don't really like the pattern on the glass. I don't like pattern on my glass, but
it's just kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it's very bold.
Yeah.
Unlike the John Smith texture pack, where it was a very fine pattern on it. You can still see
these are just kind of thick and I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here we have snow and ice, and as well as sponges. Which
that looks like some delicious cheese.
Yeah, I suppose that one looks like cheese.
Yeah.
You're going to say that every time we look at sponges.
I am.
I like the snow. The snow has enough noise to it, but it isn't so noisy that it doesn't appear to be snow anymore. And the ice as well still has the transparent quality of ice. Just has enough particles in it to make it look like ice. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
And then here we have our obsidian. It's a pretty default obsidian. Nothing too great, but I do like it. There is texture to it. It's not straight black. It is nice, but nothing too standoutish there.
That's a little bit off black too, which I think is okay.
And then here we have our mossy cobblestone, which isn't too bad, but it looks, I suppose it does look like mossy cobblestone if you were to see mossy cobblestone. It looks like moss is growing in between the stones.
It kind of looks like dirt in between there, but that's sometimes just what people go for.
Yep. Depends on whether you like it more green or brown. But anyways, here's the bedrock, which is nice and dark. It's always good to have darker bedrock so that you can tell.
Yeah, and it looks a lot different than the actual stones, so you should be able to.
And here is our decorative blocks. We got the lapis, iron, gold, and diamond. They do their job.
I do like that iron one. That's a pretty nice block.
I was about to say the iron looks like you could really do a more modern structure with it. So that's pretty cool. Some options for what you like, what you want to build.
Yeah.
Gravel looks like gravel.
Yeah. It's a little bit noisy, but that's kind of what gravel is.
That's gravel. I don't like gravel.
No.
Then we got our sand and clay. Clay is a little pink.
You mean that's the
Clay and sand. I think that's what I said.
Oh.
Yeah. Clay's a little pink. I'm kind of used to it being more brown due to Minecraft default texture, but it looks nice.
Yeah, I think the bricks actually turn out well. You're probably not going to see the clay other than digging it up, so...
Yeah, and then we got the brick and sandstone. I like the brick a lot. The colors are different, but they're not too noisy. They don't stand against each other too bad, stand out against each other.
They go together well.
And sandstone, if you like a more bricky sandstone, this would probably be for you. I like mine a little more smooth.
Well, I quite like it. I think you could make a nice building out of that. Yeah.